So I worked as, I know this will sound like I'm going in a tangent, but bear with me. I was on the board of directors of a publicly traded company, American Apparel. And I was brought on there because I was friends with the CEO, but he thought of me as a strategist because he loved the 48 Laws of Power. And I started seeing that things were kind of going downhill. And I sort of had my finger on what the problem was. The problem was our our demographic was basically young women at the ages 18 to 24. And it's a very difficult demographic to deal with because their tastes change very quickly. They're very viral, et cetera, et cetera. And so what worked early on with American Apparel, it was slowly becoming a cliche, right? And it wasn't going to translate well to a new generation coming up, which ended up being Gen Z. And so I had the idea of like, we need to have these retreats, these yearly things where we step back from the day-to-day business and we think about the brand, where we're going, how we're going to adapt. We're not going to change it, but we're going to adapt, et cetera, et cetera. I presented it to the CEO. And, oh, well, no, we don't need any of that. Blah, blah, blah. What I came away with was that the reason businesses are so awful, large businesses, why they suck, why they're never successful, why they're so damn annoying, is because they're always dealing with the quarterly report, at least for publicly traded businesses, right? They can't have a long-term vision because they can't afford it. They have to deal with what Wall Street will say to that quarterly report, and you know what the investors are, how they're going to react. To sit there and step back and think about where you're going to be in a year or two, we might not even exist in a year or two, so forget it. Well, politics is the same thing. You've got to win elections. You're facing every couple of years, every 4 years. You don't have the luxury of thinking of the larger picture. And that's what we're suffering from right now.